ready to party.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our show, Chercher L'artiste. I am Leslie Dalencour, and today we have two phenomenal artists. We got three phenomenal artists here. It's a special show today, and our friend Tayo Ishola.
Hi, Leslie.
Welcome to Chercher L'artiste, and Alicia Tulsee.
Hi, Leslie.
And I remembered all names, right?
You did.
Welcome, guys. I know it's a special month, special event going on. Let us know who you are and what you're doing.
Yes, so as Leslie said, I'm Tayo Ishola. I am the founder of the Wonder Woman Initiative, amongst many other things. But today I'm here because it's Women's History Month.
Yes.
And this weekend it's fantastic. We have International Women's Day. And to celebrate that, we have Women's Fashion and Design Week. It's the inaugural that we are doing as a company, an organization, and really just solidifying our presence in the fashion space as a company that not only brings designers together,
yes,
but solidifies, having women who have voices and a story to share, being able to bring them all within that platform where we all look glamorous, but we're doing it for a purpose.
Oh, and boy, are you glamorous. I wish I could make you stand up if you saw what she's wearing. Phenomenal.
Yes, thank you.
They're both phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
And then, besides that,
yes,
in the past you've done a show with us.
Yes.
And you were modeling.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I started in the fashion industry as a model. I started at the age of 14, but over the years I kind of just evolved, and I did a fashion apprenticeship at the time, and that kind of led me into designing
bathing suits.
Bathing suits, exactly.
Oh, that was the bomb! You guys should have seen this.
Yes. I'm sure they saw it like from the last time that I was here.
Just go look. Island TV on demand.
Yes.
Tayo Ishola.
Thank you. And so that brand has evolved,
yes,
because I started as a younger woman, and
correct,
as I'm maturing, so is my, design aesthetic also maturing. So the brand now is a full fashion house.
Correct.
With hats and jewelry and yes, and bridal and stuff that women like Alicia can wear, as well. And so we're going to be showcasing that this week,
yes,
at Women's Fashion and Design Week. So yeah.
Right. And so what do you do, Alicia?
Well, I'm the founder of Moxie Scrubs, and we are the first direct-to-consumer lifestyle brand for nurses.
For nurses?
Yeah.
Wow. Nurses are angels.
Yes.
I know that because I just spent 10 days in ICU.
That's right.
I just have to say hi to everybody that is at Florida Medical Center. I drove them crazy. And then they kicked me out of ICU. So anyway, nurses, wow, that's really wonderful. And so what does it entail exactly?
So I came up with this brand as a platform to celebrate nurses and care for nurses the way they care for us.
Yes.
Yeah, Moxie means force of character, determination, grit, and these are the qualities that nurses encompass. And so our mission is to enhance, inspire, and empower the Moxie in every nurse.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Seriously, there's some horrible patients. I mean, really bad patients. And they smile. And I would be like, yo, you know how much you have to go? Yeah. I don't know if you're going to make it tomorrow night. And things like that, Yeah. So, now, your event.
Yes.
Where are you you say you're having it again?
It's going to be at the Betsy Hotel in South Beach.
So, I know what that is.
Yes, exactly. So we've been having, these shows over the years, but we do it within specific weeks. But now we are creating our own, just to, again, solidify what we're doing as a platform. And so women like Alicia, women who have a voice, who survived, who are finding the empathy to create for good, is what we're trying to highlight, this weekend. Powerhouse of women, and really just together showing people that yes, you can look amazing and you can have a presence, but what's inside of you and that purpose that drives you is what needs to be uplifted in society.
Yeah, and that's really what's the most important thing, because we all have inside of ourselves what makes us ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, and that's really excellent. So besides that, what else are you doing?
So interestingly, we did something called the Sew It Forward project, and this is for designers in Nigeria. So we did a competition. We had lots of entries, and then 2 women won. So they're able to also showcase for the first time on an international platform. And I'm excited. I actually brought a person.
Yes. I was so excited of seeing.
Yes, look at this. Look at this stunning piece.
Let's make it face there.
Yes.
Like this. Look.
This is like shaped like a woman.
This is beautiful.
Yes, it is by a lady. Dunsin is her name, but the brand is called Dunsin Crafts Collection.
And it's a real.
It's a real. She makes
people
it by
can put
hand.
Things inside?
Yes, there are things inside right now. There are earrings inside.
Wow.
So really, she makes them, by hand with her team. And the beautiful thing about her brand is that she takes scraps and she repurposes them, and then she gives them to kids in underserved communities so they can have bags for school. And so in her own little way, she's finding ways to also help others. And so we're very, very inspired by that purpose, and also just the artistry of what she's doing.
And does that mean something in...
This right here is the woman's figure that she created into a pattern. But then also she wanted, because of the show that we're having, and it's her first time showcasing, abroad, she wanted to signify her culture, which is the Nigerian African pattern, if you can see the print, and she merged it with like the beach.
With water.
With water, so that it signifies the essence of Miami.
This is really absolutely beautiful.
Exactly. So I'm a fan. So.
and what other things are you going to have?
So I'm also going to be showcasing my brand, and there's like 11 other designers that are going to be showcasing.
And so you're going to have a fashion show.
Yes, we're going to have a fashion show. We're going to have speakers. We're going to have a panel discussion. We're going to have performances. We're going to have just a night full of wonder.
Of events, yes. And then the bathing suits.
So the bathing suits, I'm actually showcasing like a resort collection and a ready-to-wear collection. I did bring a piece from the collection of what I'm going to be showcasing, and
whoa,
it's a blazer, and I'm big with satin and silk.
I know.
And so yes, I did
gorgeous.
That this time, and I wanted to also, again, my roots as I'm Nigerian, I'm using the Ankara fabric, and I'm merging them into a lot of the pieces that people are going to be seeing.
Wow.
Both worlds really.
This is beautiful, and that goes with the
exactly.
With the purse.
I feel like everything comes full circle. You should see all of the brands that are showcasing the things they've designed. It's almost like we went into the same private room of inspiration to like design together. So yes.
And so, do you do anything for men?
We're on the way. We're on the way. We're on the way, but interestingly, some of our designers do design for men, so yes.
Excellent. And some of those designers are in town.
They're in town. She's from Boston.
Boston?
Yes. The other guest that's going to be here is from Atlanta, so we have people flying from all around the country,
very good.
To be a part of this event, so we're very excited about it.
That sounds excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, and again, it's at the Betsy Ross.
It's at the Betsy. Oh, you know it.
Yeah,
oh
it's Ocean Drive and
Ocean
13.
Drive. Oh Lord, you've been there too many times.
I wrote my name on the sidewalk.
I know, because the Betsy is big on art.
And it's right next to the Leslie.
It's right next to the Leslie.
You okay?
So it's really big on art. So if you're into art, you know that it's like the Art Deco of Miami Beach.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
And what time does it start?
It starts at 5:30 p.m.
5:30. There is no curfew, huh?
No, there's no curfew that we've heard of right now.
Yeah, you need to be very careful.
No, but we already spoke to everyone. The hotel has made sure with the city. We actually do have a city official that's going to be at the event.
Excellent.
So if they're going to be at the event.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because it's smack in the middle of spring break.
Yes.
And in the previous years we had a lot of problems with some people that are not
applying to
the rules, and so we had to take different rules this year. So that's what. But you're not talking enough, Alicia.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was excited to be here because my roots are actually from the islands. My parents are from Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I was speaking to somebody about Trinidad and Tobago. You have a carnival.
We just had Carnival.
And
yeah.
they had invited me to participate in their carnival.
You should have.
I was in the hospital at that time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But so via Trinidad Tobago, you went to Boston.
So actually, I grew up in New York, in Queens, and then I went to Boston to go to college,
It's cold.
and then I stayed. It is cold.
Cold. So, besides that work that you're doing, like with the nurses, are you doing any other stuff?
Oh yes, I mean, well, one, I'm excited to be part of the Wonder Woman initiative, because a big thing that I do as a female minority founder is empower other underrepresented founders.
And are you going to be taking this adventure, I would say, and bring it to Boston and then kind of...
I think this is happening. It's happening in real time.
And you were talking about an event, the event where you're going to be honoring?
Yes, so she's one of the honorees. She's going to be receiving an award at the event, and then she also is able to share her story with guests so they can get some insight into her. I think what she's doing is amazing, to be able to have the empathy to see a need and then be able to fill it. As she said, as you said, I think every one of us, one way or the other, have encountered a nurse, have had to be careful, or
sure.
our family.
I'm telling you.
I remember, just before you in October of last year, I've been in this country for 14 years, had never been to the hospital ever. So I've been that blessed. But then I had an emergency and I had to be in the hospital. And for the first time, I'm like, whoa, thank God. My aunt is a nurse practitioner, so I got like first class service at Jackson, where she made way for me to be seen very quickly. But the way everybody moved in, it was like, wow. They just sped in to make sure that I was well, and the pain had gone. And so I could see that if God was going to help me in that moment, He had hands in the nurses.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, I really want to thank you for being with us in the first segment. And we're going to be coming right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay right where you are.
Are you ready to party?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our guest, Tayo Ishola, and our new guest, Janae Finley.
Hi.
Janae, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You were there already, so I won't tell you welcome again. So Janae, Dr. Janae Finley.
Yes.
So tell me, doctor, in medicine, doctor?
Physical therapist.
Physical therapist.
Yes.
And what do you do? Tell me besides that.
So I actually work for a nonprofit in Atlanta that specializes in the treatment of breast cancer patients, and I actually came there as a patient. So 5 years ago, I came there as a patient, and I pretty much never left. So I'm a physical therapist there now, and the assistant clinical director, and working in kind of one of my passions, which is working with marginalized populations populations and improving access to care for marginalized populations.
Wow, this is so beautiful. And how did you get involved with Tayo?
It's kind of a weird story. So one of our board members actually kind of introduced Tayo and I on Zoom. So he said, I have this great interview that I think you would really be great for, and I really want you to do this interview. And I was just like, oh, okay. And so I actually met Tayo on Zoom back in, I think, was it October or November of last year? And she told me about the initiative and just how amazing it was. And she said, I need you to come. So here I am.
And so what plan do you have for Janae?
Janae is very modest, as you see. She's very humble. She's not like tooting her own horn.
And you look Haitian.
Really? Ooh, that's the first one I've gotten today for that one.
So she actually is a breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
She, as she said, she was a patient herself, went into Turning Point is the name of the nonprofit that she works with. And sometimes I think, life happens to you. And she was a physical therapist before then, but working on a different side. And being able to see her own path, of needing to rehabilitate after going through, the breast cancer, and she had mastectomies, right?
Yes.
And so now she realizes, I have to lift up my children, but it's tough for me to do that. And so she wants to help other women to do that. She's passing on that empathetic knowledge in many ways.
Which is wonderful.
It's wonderful because I think some of the work that professionals in medicine and medical care do, you can have the head knowledge, but if you can't feel what a patient feels,
Correct.
that care is going to be limited.
Correct.
And so she has taken on that mantle out of her own pain, and she's gloriously, changing her world in many ways.
That
and
is
so
such
we're honoring
a
her
beautiful
for
thing.
that. Yeah.
So she'll be part of the
She's
event.
an honoree, at the event.
Wow.
Yes.
And have you prepared a speech? Could you give me a beginning speech?
I'm working on it. But it is really, honestly, so wonderful to be able to connect with patients on a different level, because like Tayo said, being able to uplift a patient, because I've been there, I know what they're going through, creates a whole nother level of kind of, I can do this.
And
I can get through
you
this.
can anticipate what the patient is going to need.
Yes.
I had prostate cancer like 25 years ago, and now I'm going through another deal with the radiation that they gave me, and so many of my friends are telling me, well, this is happening to me too. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that until I was going through what I'm going through now. So it's first of all, the physical therapy thing is one, and because they need exercises to get better, and then because when you miss a part of your body and you reacclimate yourself with something new, it's very, very important. That you're doing a phenomenal work. Congratulations! I am so impressed.
Yes, it's we definitely wanted to show this side because it's not just the fashion. The fashion is the meeting place. It's just you see how she looks very pretty and stuff. So
and very poised.
It's very poised.
You.
Yeah, she looks like a
when
queen.
she came here,
I'm a PT. I have to have good posture.
I thought you were the superstar.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know it's freezing in our studio.
I'm always cold.
I'm always cold too. Being from Haiti, believe me. I mean, 80 degrees is, for me, I'm freezing.
You're freezing. Yeah. So it's really just about having real models, real models that embody courage.
And you're going to be on stage also modeling?
She's not going to be modeling, but she will be modeling in her own way. So,
no. That's very beautiful what you're doing.
Yes.
Besides that, what do you plan for the future?
For the future, I think it's really just continuing to create platforms, for women to tell their stories, for other people to find hope. Interestingly, we're working on something that's very dear to our hearts. We're working on a documentary that will be showing all. So now you're not going to be. Now you can see the behind the scenes of what we do. Now you can see all the process, all of the women. You can see the lives a little bit more, and so we're excited about that going forward, really being able to not only amplify the voices of women on a physical stage, but on a media stage too.
And then when you create an event like that, do you have a board of directors that sits down and decide, well, we're going to have this event, this in the event, and then those are the things that are very important that we would like to portray, to feature.
Yes. So we
tell
have
me about that.
we have our board. We have Christine Handy, who's a previous honoree, a breast cancer survivor as well. Also on the board we have Carmel Bortoletti. She's like a Brazilian actress, amazing global woman. We have
I know it's
Corinne, yeah. We have Corinne, and Corinne, she has a creative magazine, so she also brings that element.
That's wonderful.
And then we have Martu Freeman, who's an amazing woman, has worked in, the side of fashion for many years. So really having these women that have different experiences, every time we're, coming up with the next event and are going to be honoring women, we do get like people that, submit or they, nominate an honoree, then the board comes together and says, yeah, that person works,
That's
and
good.
yeah.
And you work out of Miami, right?
We work out of Miami, yes.
Because that's so cosmopolitan.
Yes. Miami is a good home for us.
It's
for sure.
a good home, yeah. Even for us too, for Haitians.
Yes.
We have taken over with the Cubans.
Yes, definitely.
But when you do this event like that, I see you have Atlanta, you have Boston.
Yes.
So you plan on growing into those cities?
Yes. So how do I explain it? So this year the plan really was to do one in the US and one in Nigeria.
Oh.
Yes. Because what happens is we have so many people come in, people from all over the world really come into what we're doing. We want to take then all of these women and we want to go to Nigeria and do something beautiful, also supporting the women that are local to there. But as it grows, obviously making sure that we're aligned and our focus is, in the right path. We want to be able to penetrate some of these cities. It might not be a big show like we're doing now.
Right.
It might be, just more conversational sort of thing, but that's something that we're working on.
And through the power of Zoom right now, you're able
the video
to
conferencing and all of
video
that.
conference, and you would even probably be able to
reach
so
much
how do you
more.
say that? Send your broadcast, like for example our show to Nigeria.
Yes.
Hi, people from Nigeria.
And I'm sure they're going to be watching because, we just talked about one of their girls with the lady with the handbag who's showcasing. So
Right, let's show the handbag again. Where is it?
Definitely.
Look at that. This is a beauty.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
It looks like our guitar here.
It does look like the guitar. Yes.
Beautiful. I mean, I think that what you're doing is really absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
You two, really, I bow to you because I want you to have the strength to keep on going and to make it bigger and broader and in a way for other people to be able to reach to you and reach to you. You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Really, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, is there anything you want to say that is there a place where they can find the flyer where?
Yes, definitely. To find out everything, all the events we have lined up, people can go to wonderwomaninitiative.org.
Wonderwomaninitiative.org.
Yes, and then we're also on Instagram, Wonder Woman Initiative.
On
And LinkedIn, Wonder Woman Initiative.
Wonder Woman Initiative. Wonder Woman Initiative. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was such a pleasure being with you today. My name is Leslie Dalencour, Chercher L'artiste. Take a little time to enjoy this show and do something good for somebody. I love you.